In previous lecture, we have studied curved surface submerged in liquid and numericals on curved surface submerged in liquid. In this lecture, we are going to see buoyancy force, center of buoyancy, metacenter and metacentric height. So, first we are going to see what is buoyancy or buoyancy force. Suppose we throw an object in water, then upward force is acted on that object by the water. That force is buoyancy. So, an upward force which is exerted by fluid on the body when it is immersed in liquid or fluid is called as buoyancy force. So, buoyancy force acts vertically upward, or it acts on the body in upward direction. So this upward force is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the body, and it is called as force of buoyancy, or simply it is also called as buoyancy. So buoyancy is upward force exerted by fluid on the body when body is immersed in a fluid. So this upward force is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the body, and it is also called as force of buoyancy, or simply we can call it as a buoyancy. Now we are going to see center of buoyancy. This is same as a center of buoyancy, center of gravity. In center of gravity, whole mass of the body is supposed to act through a single point. And see here, in the center of buoyancy, the center of buoyancy is defined as the point through which the force of buoyancy is supposed to be act. So consider a point, or there is a point on the body through which buoyancy force acts. That point is called as center of buoyancy. So the center of buoyancy is defined as the point through which the force of buoyancy is supposed to be act. So the force of buoyancy is always vertical force, so it acts vertically upward, and which is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the body. And also center of buoyancy will be the center of gravity of the fluid displaced. So it will be, center of buoyancy will be the center of gravity of the fluid displaced. So this is buoyancy and center of buoyancy. So buoyancy is an upward force exerted on the fluid, exerted on the body by the fluid when the body is immersed in a fluid. And buoyancy force is a upward force which is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by that body when it is immersed in the fluid, and it is called as force of buoyancy, or simply buoyancy. And center of buoyancy is defined as the point through which force of buoyancy is supposed to act. So on body there is a point through which we consider that force of buoyancy is acting, same like center of gravity and weight force. So center of buoyancy is a point through which buoyancy force is supposed to be act, and the buoyancy force is a vertical force, and buoyancy force acts vertically upward in direction, and which is equal to weight of fluid displaced by the body. And also the center of buoyancy will be center of gravity of that fluid displaced. So this is buoyancy and center of buoyancy. I will show you buoyancy and center of buoyancy with example. See here, this is a rectangular block and which is immersed in water. This is water. See here, at this center point, this will be center of gravity, and below this there will be center of buoyancy, B point, and through B point FB, force of buoyancy is supposed to be act, and through G point weight of the body is supposed to be act. This is point G and this is point B. B will be center of buoyancy and F will be the buoyancy force. So in this way force of buoyancy acts. This is G point, center of gravity, and this is center of buoyancy point. So W acts through center of gravity, G point, vertical downward direction, and FB force, that is force of buoyancy, acts through point B, that is center of buoyancy in vertically upward direction. Now we are going to see what is metacenter and metacentric height. That is metacentric height. For this, take a simple example of simple pendulum. See here, this simple pendulum is attached here. This is our simple pendulum. If you give disturbance or slight disturbance to the pendulum, it will start oscillating at this point. So at this point, this pendulum will start oscillating. See this pendulum, if given some direction, this pendulum will start oscillating at this point. So same as metacenter, this is same as metacenter. Now metacenter is a point at which body start oscillating when it is given a small angular displacement or body is tilted by some angle, when it is immersed in a or submerged in a fluid or floating in a fluid. So see here, metacenter is defined as the point about which a body starts oscillating when the body is tilted by some angle. There is also example of ship. This is if suppose this is a ship vessel, and due to wind or any force, if slight disturbance to the ship or ship is tilted by some angle, then it starts oscillating in both direction about a point. This point is called as metacenter. So now metacenter can be defined as the point at which the line of action of force of buoyancy. In previous article we have seen force of buoyancy, how force of buoyancy acts. The line of action of force of buoyancy will meet the normal axis of the body when the body is given a small angular displacement. The point on the line at which the line of action of buoyancy force will meet normal axis when the body is given a small angular displacement. The metacenter point is fixed. Only body will oscillate at the metacenter point. So see here in this diagram, this is diagram for metacenter. This is our normal axis, this is center of gravity at middle, center of gravity, and this is center of buoyancy. Suppose we have given a small angular displacement or body is tilted, then body will start oscillating at this point. This point is called as M, that is metacenter. In this what happens, the line of action of force FB, this will be the line of action of force FB, and B is shifted to B1 here, and also if body will continuously oscillate, then the point is also come to here as a B2. In this, the line of action of the force of buoyancy will meet the normal axis. This is our normal axis of the body when the body is given a small angular displacement. This point is metacenter. So this is metacenter M point. So line of action of FB force through B1 meet at M. Also the point continuously changes, but force FB meet at the central axis at point M only, and M is called as metacenter. So figure shows body floating in a liquid. The body is in equilibrium and G is the center of gravity and B is the center of buoyancy, as told earlier. In this equilibrium condition, both axes lie on the vertical in normal position. This is normal position and this is tilted position. In normal position, this is normal axis and B and G point will be on the normal axis. Now let the body is given a small angular displacement. If body is tilted in clockwise direction, as shown in this B figure, the center of buoyancy, which is the center of buoyancy, center of gravity of liquid displaced, the center of buoyancy point is now shifted towards the right from the normal axis. So this point B will be shifted to B1 from normal axis. It is B1 as shown in figure B. Now the line of action of the force of buoyancy in this new position will intersect the normal axis of the body at some point. At some point, this force Fb intersect the this normal axis at some point. So that point say M. This is point say M. This point M is called as metacenter. This point M, at which line of action of force of buoyancy intersect the normal axis when the body is given some angular displacement or body is tilted. That point is called as metacenter. And the distance mg, distance between metacenter and center of gravity. So see here, this distance mg is called as metacentric height. This is metacentric height. Mg is called as metacentric height of the body. So this is about metacenter and metacentric height. What is metacenter? Metacenter is a point at which body starts oscillating when it is given an angular displacement. This is one definition. And another definition is that when a body is tilted, the force of buoyancy shifted towards left, and this force of buoyancy point B1, the force of buoyancy acts through point B1 and it intersects normal axis at a point. That particular point is called as metacenter. See diagram A and diagram B. In diagram A, this is equilibrium position, this is our normal axis, and in equilibrium position B and G lies on the same axis or normal axis. When angular displacement is given to the body will starts oscillating and the center of buoyancy will be shifted towards right from the normal axis. So this is B1, new position of the center of buoyancy, and the line of action of buoyancy force Fb will act through B1 and it will intersect the normal axis at some point, say point M. This will be fixed on the normal axis. So this point M is called as metacenter and distance mg is called as metacentric height. So this is all about metacenter and metacentric height. In this lecture we have studied buoyancy or buoyancy force, center of buoyancy, metacenter and metacentric height. Thank you everyone for watching this video. If you liked my videos, then please subscribe to my channel TechnoSouls Creation and stay tuned for more updates. Thank you.